So you said you got started in all this by going through it. It sounded almost kind of like a junior explorer. Was that right? Like a junior explorer program? Am I understanding that right?
So not quite. It was actually after high school, and it was a 3-year program where you would go live at a professional fire department for 3 years. They had a dorm room for you. So it was a pretty competitive process. There were like 4 or 5 programs where I was at that did this, and you would live there full time. They would pay for all your schooling. They would give you a monthly stipend, do it, and then you'd work a full-time shift on the ambulance and the fire engine or the ladder, whatever station you were at. And you got that on-the-job experience and you got all your schooling. So basically scot-free, and then you come out of it with 3 years in public safety, which experience is key in this field, as you know. So it was a pretty cool program for me, really.
So I've never actually heard of that. I tell people all the time, if they want to get into it, look in their area for a junior explorer program, or just join a local volunteer department, start getting exposed, start meeting people, start talking to people. I didn't know that was, is that just something, what state are you in?
So that was back in Madison, Wisconsin.
Okay.
And that's pretty prolific in that area. I went through the Monona firefighter paramedic internship. There's like 4 or 5 others there. I know there's a couple live-in programs like that across the United States, but it's not a super common thing for it. But, it's pretty cool. And then you're a prime applicant when you graduate from that to come work for that fire department or another local place, because they've just spent the last 3 years training you to be exactly what they want.
Yeah. Oh, and that's what I tell people all the time. It's like any business, I'm sure. It's so much about who you know. And if you establish a good work ethic, that you know what you're doing, that you're not going to get somebody hurt or, God forbid, killed. I don't want to say you're a shoo-in, but they're going to want to hire you. I mean, they're dying for good applicants out there. So, yeah, no, you're 100% right on. Definitely get in there, get as much experience you can as soon as you can.
Yeah, and with that, through that, my whole career has been based on who you know and contacts, and I've earned my way. I have all the certs and the experience and stuff, but that one good word, hey, Sam has a really good attitude. Hey, the first thing we do when we get applicants right now is we go and we find somebody that used to work for that service or worked in that area and ask them about them. So yeah, I completely agree. It's all about who you know in that regard.
And it's such a small field. Everybody in fire knows each other. Everybody in EMS knows each other. Everybody in police knows each other, and they all know each other from different services. So and this is something that I've tried to drive home to people that I talk to them about, is if you have established yourself a bad reputation over here, it will follow you. Everybody will find out.
Absolutely. We see that all the time. We'll have somebody interview for us, and they'll seem to do okay, and kind of your last check is to go check their department. It's not a reference call. It's like hey, did you know this person? Do you know anything about them? And then figure out, and those bad attitudes follow people really across state lines.
If you like this video, you can watch the entire conversation by clicking the link right here. Also, if you found this useful or helpful in any way, give this video a like, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.